Hey yo, what's going on with the viewers of the tube? Tyler here of Chico Crypto, coming to you not live, not in the studio, but out in this beautiful backyard once again. And Bitcoin's doing alright today, but we have been having a pretty bullish week. Bitcoin broke out after CPI data came in lower than expected. Expectations were about 8.7%, and it came in at 8.5%. So Bitcoin pumped, over the past 48 hours from a low of probably around 22K up towards 25K. So, what does this mean, Well, it shows that inflation is decreasing, which is good. That means most likely the Fed can lay off the gas with the next interest rate decision, which is coming next month in September. A lot of people were thinking they were going to do another 75 basis point raise, but if inflation keeps going down, that means they can lay off the gas, and it might be a 50-point basis raise or possibly even a 25. But again, we do have inflation numbers coming next month, September 13th, I think. And then we have the Fed FOMC meeting right after that, September 20th. So if inflation does rise once again next month, hopefully not, then the Fed might push the gas once more and do a 75 basis point raise. So we got to hope and pray in September that inflation keeps going down. But this episode isn't about inflation and all that. It's about Blackrock and them wanting to own all of the crypto. So everyone should know last week Blackrock announced that they were partnering with Coinbase for a specific reason, to help institutional investors buy Bitcoin. And I'm sure it's just beginning with Bitcoin. Eventually it'll be other assets, including Ethereum and altcoins. So, a lot of people, when they see this, BlackRock is really big on sustainability. They've been saying they want to build sustainable investments. They want to adhere to ESG, environmental, social, and governance. They're trying to, be a green company. So buying Bitcoin, what? Well, today it was announced that BlackRock was launching a Bitcoin private trust, and it's a spot BTC at that. That means it's not paper futures, it's actually spot real hard Bitcoin, and they're launching this for the investors. And BlackRock is massive, you guys. They are the world's largest asset manager with over $10 trillion under assets under management. They've saved the economy the past, they started with George Bush, they went to Barack, and they went to Donald, and now they're with Biden. So they've been with 4 administrations already, been through the recessions, 2008, and, the pandemic and all that. So it's pretty big that BlackRock is getting in with a Bitcoin spot trust. But how is this responsible ESG investing? Bitcoin is so energy intensive. Why are they listing such an energy intensive asset? Well, BlackRock actually tells us in the Private Bitcoin Trust blog post. They say BlackRock is encouraged that organizations such as Energy Web and RMI Rocky Mountain Institute, who's actually the co-founder of Energy Web Foundation, are creating and developing programs to bring greater transparency to Bitcoin mining. And we will follow those initiatives. And they even hyperlink to an Energy Web Medium post. So what does a hyperlink bring us to? What is in that post? Well, it's very interesting. It's about their green proof solution for Bitcoin mining. Basically, they're going to allow Bitcoin mining companies to certify that they are green based on, their energy data, and a lot of other things that go into it. And if they, get the certification, then that means that Bitcoin is green. So, what does that mean? You know? Well, it obviously means, I mean, they're linking to this article about green proofs. They're saying we're going to follow these. They mention them specifically. It means Bitcoin's private trust will be buying green BTC. They're going to be using the green proof platform from Energy Web Chain. No doubt about it in my mind. And actually, this kind of leads back to Coinbase. Blackrock just partnered with Coinbase, you guys. Does that mean there's an Energy Web Coinbase listing in the future? Personally, I wouldn't doubt it one bit. Big freaking news, you guys. But regarding Blackrock, you know, getting involved with not only Bitcoin Energy Web, but they're also getting involved with USDC. Back in April of this year, it was announced that Blackrock would become the primary cash manager for the USDC stablecoin. So they are going all in on crypto. They're looking for it all. They see the asset class as a future massive asset class. I mean, it already reached 2 trillion during the last bull run, you know. I wouldn't doubt in the next run we get, it reaches 5 to 8 trillion. And they want a piece of that pie. But regarding Energy Web, you guys, it's not only Blackrock. I mean, I've been covering Energy Web for the longest freaking time. They are partnered in doing big projects with Shell. They're partnered with big energy companies over in Europe, E.ON and Engie, doing big projects with them. They're partnered with Vodafone and Volkswagen, doing a project with them for decentralized car charging networks where you can actually, you know, sell energy back to the grid. I mean, the list goes on and on. And I've actually even speculated that there is a Tesla connection, and eventually Tesla will be using the Energy Web chain and platform. That isn't confirmed yet, but there are a bunch of breadcrumbs that point to it. And also, Energy Web has more big things coming. They are going to be the first pair relay chain for Polkadot. That means, you know, they are going to be directly connected to Polkadot and create their own, you know, ecosystem on top of Polkadot. I mean, Polkadot is infinitely scalable through pair relay chains and the parachain infrastructure, because the pair relay chain can hold, you know, parachains on it, just like Polkadot, and then those parachains can also host, you know, sub-parachains, and those sub-parachains can host sub-parachains. And this is the first time we're going to see it in action, and it is coming soon. So yeah, I'm not the only one who can pump Energy Web. It looks like Blackrock can too. But moving on to other crypto assets, the ETH Merge. It is coming, my friends. Ethereum is going to be merged. The Goerli merge was successful, and they have announced a date for the mainnet merge. It's coming next month, September 15th or the 16th. So again, this leads us into ETH POW. I mean, I'm not telling people that ETH POW is going to be big. I mean, just get your free ETH POW and sell it immediately after, or, you know, a day or two after. Look for the hype. It's free money, you know, might as well. But also, there's some big news regarding Reddit, Moons, and Bricks. So you can actually earn crypto tokens for posting on the cryptocurrency subreddit and the Fortnite subreddit. They're called Moons for crypto and Bricks for Fortnite. Well, these have moved over to the mainnet. Arbitrum announced Arbitrum Nova specifically for these projects in gaming, so it's going to expand. So if this is successful, and it looks like it already is, they're moving to the mainnet, Reddit's moving forward with it, it means most likely all subreddits are going to have community points. So this is big for Arbitrum. But this leads me into airdrops that could be coming. So I have a feeling Arbitrum is eventually going to launch a token. I think they're going to wait it a little out and wait for, you know, the markets to return bullish. And that also leads me into another airdrop I've been speaking of, MetaMask. They've been talking about it, confirmed it for a while. I just think they're going to launch it once the markets return bullish a bit. So again, use Arbitrum, use MetaMask, especially their swap feature if they're going to do an airdrop. But then there's also some big news regarding Maker, and this is big for Ethereum. So Maker and their DAI stablecoin is backed a lot by USDC and USDT, and they're actually wanting to move away from that. They announced that there's a possibility, they're going to put forward a governance vote, that they will swap out a majority of these stablecoins assets backing DAI and do a $3.5 billion ETH buy. Can you say wow wow weewa for Ethereum? Well, you guys, I think August, like I mentioned in my last video, August has a pretty good likelihood of being bullish, but there still is, you know, September, which could, you know, it could turn, because if inflation goes up, that means the Fed has to step on the gas once again. Well, cheers, you guys. Blackrock's coming in hard, and Chico goes harder. I'll see you next time.